Here is another example of direct proportion in a graph where we are relating dollars. So this symbol here represents a dollar. And then this is another form of currency or payment, which is a Japanese yen. So what we're told, or what we're given, is that $1 is equal to 104 yen. So let's go ahead and try to figure out what we can do with our table to fill in the missing values of this table. So if we know $1 is represented by X on the top row, is equal to 104 yen, then we can fill the bottom row N, matching 1 with 104. And to find the value that I would multiply by to move from the top row to the bottom row, or just to move from dollars to yen, we can use the information that we have. So I know that $1 is equal to 104 yen, which I could say, all right, to go from dollars to yen, I would multiply by 104. So multiply by 104 to move from dollars to yen. So if I have $0, I have 0 yen. No money is no money, no matter what currency we're in. If I have $2, I have times 104. 2 times 104 would give us 208 yen. If I have $3 times by 104 again, to convert to yen, that's 312 yen. $4 times 104 would give us 416 yen. And then $5 times 104 gives us 520 yen. So this is a really useful skill to be able to have to use when you're traveling. If you're traveling around the world and need to convert your money and kind of understand when you're paying for things about how much something will cost, it's important to have the general idea of how to convert from one type of currency to another. All right, so remember the next step is to use the coordinates that we created here, X and Y, to plot the values on the graph. So the first one, the first pair being 0, 0, our direct proportion graphs always go through the center 0, 0, or the origin 0, 0. Next we have 1 and 104, located about right here, kind of estimating because we don't have exactly where that would be. 208 comes next here. 208 again, estimating. Next we have 312. Again, about an estimate. You should be seeing a straight line forming, so that should help you when you're plotting your points. 416, about here. And then 520, about here. So what we can do is extend this line out. The reason that we would want to do that is because they want us to use the graph to estimate the amount of yen at $10. So let's take a look at $10 on the graph. Dollars is represented by X, remember? So I know that dollars is represented by this horizontal line here, and yen is represented by Y. So yen is formed by the vertical axis. So when I see $10, I'm going to look on the dollar axis, find that 10 value, draw my vertical line up to meet the graph, and then carry over. I might kind of cheat a little bit. I'm not sure exactly where we'll meet, but it might be somewhere in that general area. So my graph is not perfect. Obviously, I do not have a ruler, kind of estimating values here. It's not going to be quite perfect. But let's take a look. We know that $10, I would multiply, right? To get from dollars to yen, I know that I multiply by 104. So if I take 104 and then times by 10, that gives me 1,040 yen. So my answer should kind of fall somewhere in that range, and it looks like it does. Well, yes, sort of somewhere in there. Okay, it might not be perfect, but looks like we're at least on track to falling somewhere in that range. All right, so you would say $10 is equal to 1,040 yen.